Welcome back to Venison Run Beyond the Beaten Path. We got us some new feeders, so we're out hanging them. Some gravity feeders. Setting up some deer cameras. These are metal feeders. I got them because the bears tear up all my plastic ones, and I'm hoping that these will be a little more, I'm sure the bears will tear them up, but I can repair them when they do tear them up. But thank y'all for watching. Hit that subscribe button, that like button. Let's get some of these feeders hung. I mean, they're pretty solid. They're probably a 16th gauge metal. I think the bears will still tear them up, but they'll have a harder time of doing it. I don't know what the best height would be. Yep. That's the first time we've hung it. Bears will tear it down and we'll have to hang it again, but they're pretty solid. Don't want it too solid. Get it too solid, then the bears will really tear it up. What I got going on, see right here, the lid won't go on that. I think you'd be better off with this design to put a board back here and then screw it to a tree. I don't have a board with me now, so we're just gonna have to make do. So what we ended up doing, took and put a piece of bark back here, spaced it. So these are 11 gallon. I don't know what that means by ratio to weight, 50-pound bag. So I'm gonna go put 50-pound in there. I spilled a little bit, not that much, but you can see I bet it hold another 25 pound. They're pretty nice. Got this weather shield on there. Just so you know, it is galvanized. See, there's a magnet right here. It will stick. It ain't stainless, even though it looks like it. It's all galvanized metal. I mean, you could paint them if you wanted to, but I don't think a deer care. All right, let's go hang another one. So this is a feeder I made, just another gravity feeder. I made it out of some 3-inch pipe, some ductwork fittings.
Give it back.
I like feeding the deer. Ain't just feeding deer, I guess. You're feeding bears. You don't really particularly care about feeding bears. I've seen squirrels come by here, turkeys. But I just like seeing what's in the woods, keeping them healthy. A lot of people don't realize that this time of year, you really don't need to feed a deer too hard. There's acorns and stuff on the ground. Here in a couple months, them acorns and nuts and stuff are going to be gone. And that's when the deer really need to be, the animals, not just deer. I say deer, but the animals really need to be fed in the woods, helped out a little bit. Especially if we're going to have a bad winter. Like everybody's saying, then we need to do our part and help take care of them. This is just corn, yellow acorns. But a lot of times you can feed them soybeans and some kind of high protein type feed you can buy. But you don't want to forget about the animals in the woods. They do need some help from time to time too. So here's another thing that I like to do. We put scout cams out, trail cameras, cell cameras. This here's what we call a community scrape tree. This tree right here, every year, they come here and they scrape. So you got one big scrape right here. They lick the leaves. You've got a huge scrape underneath this side right here. They're up here licking the branches. Got another one right here. So this thing is got scrapes all the way around it. And you believe it or not, this ain't just for bucks. I'm not going to stand here and pretend I know everything about it, but this is how the bucks and the does communicate. There's many does comes to this. There are bucks. So we like to put scout cameras and stuff on that, cell cameras, just to see what we have on the farm. You've heard me talk about them before, but these are just Spartan cameras. These are your cell cameras. Pretty handy thing to have. All right, so I just drove past something here, and I see it, and I have got to share it with you. It's it's probably the biggest rub I've ever seen. So, you know, bucks come in, they rub their horns. It's part of marking their territory, showing their dominance, that kind of stuff. But you take a little sapling like this right over here. You see it there? I mean, that could have been a spike. You don't know what that was. It could have been the biggest buck you ever had in your life. Hard to say. But I'll about guarantee you you seeing it? So this buck came in here, dug out. You can see the feet print right there. And would you look at the grooves? I mean, fresh because there's still sap on it. I don't believe I've ever seen a tree that a buck tried to tackle like that. That's absolutely fun. I wanted to share that with you because that's hilarious. That's pretty cool. You gotta keep your eyes out and listen. Might be a bear. It's crazy. When I was a kid, those thoughts never crossed my mind. But they're everywhere now. Yeah, let's put the card back in here. we'll take it to the house and see what's on it. The low battery. Better change the batteries. That's probably why I didn't take very many pictures. All right. Ready to go for a while. We're getting ready to hang another feeder. I picked this tree here because it's a must have had a fence in it at one time. The fence runs through it, so it really ain't no count for timber. Well, that one there's about the same. I didn't spill much on that one. I'd say it'd still hold another 15 pounds. They say you can, in picture shows, you can hang them little salt block rocks off this right here. They got dried ears of corn put on there, like field corn. I don't know about all that, but our squirrels here don't have no trouble getting in that. So, well, that's about it for this trip. We're going to put this deer block out, and it's getting dark on me. Thank you all for watching this Run Beyond the Beaten Path. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe and hit that like button. Y'all have a good day. See you soon.